You're a couple, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you're dating.
No, we're not dating.
Wait, so what are you guys?
Maybe like one day it could get to that, but like, you know, like as of now, like, you know, like we are friends and like we see each other and we have sex and.
Sounds like you're dating.
Yeah, just without the title, I guess.
That's like when people. That's like when people like have a badge and a gun and stop people and give out tickets, but they're like, I'm not a cop.
Yeah.
You have all the functions of a cop. Yeah, but I don't like titles. You're doing the job of a cop.
What should we call our relationship? How would you define it?
Lover, side piece to girlfriend-ish.
I don't even know what to call this because you be making it tough sometimes. Like, I don't even know what I'm doing wrong. Like, damn, I be trying to get flowers sometimes, don't work. Like, we have sex, it'd be cool, and then next day, now you're a piece of shit. Like,
I am going through something in my head, which is why it's kind of back and forth, but I'm definitely not messing with other people. So like, it is only you, but it's the title part that just needs to be worked on.
all right.
Can we appreciate that, like, with these generations, they're the ones who invent the most labels, and then all of a sudden they're afraid of labels at like random times. Like, it really doesn't make sense. They have these abstract labels that mean nothing, and they want to like absorb them and be like, yeah, I'm not heterosexual or homosexual. I'm like omnisexual. I'm like, what does that mean? It's like, you know, it's kind of when you're like glazing in between. Okay, so you have a label for nothingness, but you got a whole motherfucking relationship, and you want to sit there and be like, we vibing. Then why don't you just vibe with your gender expression too, bitch? Like, maybe I'm just confused. But they will say they hate labels.
But what do you mean by they? They, or they?
No, but it's like folks nowadays always say that. They hate labels,
Yeah.
right? But then there's such an abundance of labels that they keep creating and adhering to.
Yeah.
I'm a sapiosexual. I'm a this and that. What are you guys? You guys dating? We're vibing. What's wrong with the title? Well, because it comes up with pressure. Yeah.
Exactly.
What, did you think that relationship was just like fun flowers and shit? Like, yeah, there's...
No, they don't want to say relationship because that's the title.
You know, I'm just out here giving out tickets. I'm vibing. I'm not a police officer. You know, I'm just putting out this fire. I'm vibing. I'm not a firefighter. I'm just inside your pussy as a gynecologist, but I'm actually not gynecologist. I'm just vibing in your vagina. What?
Do another one. Do another one.
Another one? I'm just out here vibing. I don't like labels because they come with so much pressure.
I work in an hospital, but you know, I'm not a nurse. I'm just vibing.
Vibing.
And she said you could talk to whoever you want, go be with whoever you want, and I'm gonna do what I want to do. And I said,
okay. you are an adult. I can't tell you what you can and can't do.
It would be very upsetting if you were only sleeping with me. I think that would negate the whole point of it all.
Again, motherfuckers don't want to be labeled as jealous. They want to experience. Everything is an experience. I'm just experiencing the vibe.
But hey, to be fair, I think you could feel anger and not be an angry person.
Sure.
The same way, I think you can
Were
feel
you ever
jealousy.
angry? Yes,
and
I
not
was
be.
angry. No, I was feeling anger. I understand.
Yeah,
but
I get what you're saying.
But if it's there, it's there.
Yeah.
Jealousy is not like, oh no, it's like, no, you're.
I'm gonna disagree actually.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think you can feel whatever you want until you manifest it into real action. It doesn't really mean that much.
If you feel it, you feel it. It means something. That feeling is there. It doesn't mean anything.
Feelings come and go. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're meaningful. So let's say you're feeling jealous, but you never act on it. How real is that jealousy?
Still real. It's something that you feel. You might not act upon it, like make some, but if you're gonna feel certain. So what do you mean by act on it? Let's just put that in.
Manifest it into the world. So do you think that the thoughts that you have actually mean something?
No, not necessarily. That's true. Not
Right?
necessarily.
I'll show you. I think about punting kids every now and then. Doesn't mean I'm a fucking murderer or a child abuser. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
that's what
we
you're
could
saying.
have fucked up thoughts, because that's the thing. If we're being honest, we all have fucked up thoughts.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? You be walking down the street. There's a guy in a wheelchair. You're on the bus. He wants to get on. You like leave that nigga. That's a fucked up thought.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a fucked up. Does it mean you're a terrible person?
Yes. Anyways.
But you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I say this because
You're right.
because the feelings that overcome you, sometimes you feel helpless to them. But I also tell folks, if you're observing it, there's a separation between you and whatever it is that you're feeling. So I don't think necessarily feeling something indicates that there's something wrong with you. Right? Because people beat themselves up. I feel angry sometimes when I don't have my way. Okay, well, what do you do about that anger? Do you put it out on your partner? No. I just find ways to have little outlets and like let it kind of blow over. You're doing the work.
You're doing the work.
You're doing your work.
That's what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? A jealous person who doesn't manifest their jealousy through controlling behavior or anything like that is doing fantastic. And I would say you can't give credence to every emotion that you have and say it defines you or it really means something. I have times where I get super angry. You'll never see me manifest that outwardly and scream at people or say a bunch of stuff. Why? Because I'm doing what I can to control
You're doing the work.
Does that make me an angry person? I don't think so. But that anger is there underneath you and you're controlling it. At least, I don't know. That's just something I think. But maybe you guys have a different philosophy. Let us know in the comments.
No, it makes sense.
Have you slept with someone else since we've been sleeping with each other?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nope. How would you feel if I slept with someone else?
A little jealous.
Would you take me back if I slept with someone else?
Yes. But I need test results.
Yeah, that's fun.
It's fine. I'll give it to you tomorrow.
But you know, there's an interesting there. I don't want to label it. I'm trying to figure it out in my head, but I also feel just so you guys have all the makings of exclusive relationships in terms of how you feel about each other and all this stuff, but you don't want the label.
Don't cast it out there.
Hey, you know what?
Make it real.
Who knows? Maybe this girl's going through some kind of trauma or something terrible and it's stopping her from dating. I don't really know. But generally, I think this is a very popular thing now to just be like, oh, you know, we're just chilling. You're not really labeling it. You just fuck buddies. Say you fuck buddies. Make that clear. Yeah. But don't sit in the in-between. Act like a couple, then get surprised when someone gets hurt because they thought you were a couple. You can say whatever you want, but if you treat the person like your significant other, you know what I'm saying? You give them the significant other benefits, then you set confusing boundaries. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, oh, yeah, this is my girlfriend, but I'm making you sign a contract to be my wife.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Same.
It's like, you calling this person your girlfriend, but you're making them sign a contract to be your wife. Does that make sense?
Your wife.
You out here, okay, this girl's just your fuck buddy, but you're choosing to know your parents?
Yeah.
Making her meet all your friends?
Exactly.
You don't think that's confusing at all?
Weird.
Right?
Yeah.
Is there stuff that we don't do sexually that you'd like to try?
I think I would like to try bottoming more.
What are you doing tonight?
She would like to try bottoming?
Bottoming.
Was she top before?
Bruv.
I'm confused.
Maybe he's getting pegged.
Never heard a man and a woman say, no, I'd like to be the bottom. I was like, I thought that was always the way it worked.
No, there's some motherfuckers that get pegged.
You know what? He's not lying.
He even asked me something earlier today, and it was wild. But
What was it?
You gonna ever eat my ass? And she was like, no. I was like, I don't know if I per se want it, but I don't know if I per se not want it. Like, if it takes a relationship to the next level, then...
Nigga, you want it, okay? Let's be very clear about something. He's not gonna, like, fiend for it, but he'd love it if you'd be like, yo, nigga, bend over so I can eat that ass.
He'd do it.
Yeah. Hey, man, show me your nether region so I can go through them and explore. Star Trek Voyager.
Muddy waters.
Yeah. Let me the muddy waters, exactly. Man said muddy waters. That is nasty. Hey, man, let me go through your dark puddle, okay?
Let's go to the swamp. Later, alligator swamp. Yes. Let's go to the bayou.
That's a good one. Let's go to the bayou. Yes. Let's go.
I want my dick sucked more. Like, damn, like, bro, like, man, like, I be eating you out. This, expecting to get my dick sucked. Like,
this is the answer I was
damn,
expecting.
bro. Like, bro.
Yeah, you know, there's just certain things you're going to have to accept in life. If a girl really don't like eating or sucking dick,
you don't want her to suck your dick.
You don't want her to. And the odds of that changing with time are very slim to none. And so even asking for it, it's like, you could ask for it and maybe you see a little uptick, but eventually if they're not into it, it's like, and I'm of the mindset that if a girl's not into it, I just don't even bother. So I'm not even mad at people. Yeah, and it's like, there's some people who suck dick reluctantly. There's nothing less sexy than that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, people who try to suck dick with dignity, it's like, bruh, listen, lose your self-esteem and get in there.
Slob on the knob.
Exactly. You're not supposed to look pretty. You're supposed to make a mess.
Let's go.
You're supposed to look like kids who discovered Crayola. Okay?
You're not supposed to look pretty.
Spray it all over your face. Smack yourself with it.
Let's go.
All right? Put it in your mouth.
Gobble, gobble.
Okay? Because some of y'all, how you gotta be trying to suck dick with dignity, be like adjusting your makeup as you do it. No, I want to see that makeup run down your face.
Same thing with eating.
Yeah.
It's supposed to go in.
It's like, listen, save the feminism for the streets and the sheets. Let's do it.
On the count of 3, name who likes who more in this relationship.
1, 2, 3.
Both
Me.
of us. You.
You?
I don't know. Why do you think me?
I don't know. You're really into me. I feel that. It's been fun to hang out. I'm really into you too.
Pause.
Those eyes.
He tried to recover too at the end, and I'm really into you. It's been fun, but the way he started that, everyone understood. Damn, you fucked up.
You fucked up.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like you're really into me, and it's been really fun to hang out.
So
Great.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I feel that emotionally, I have emotional issues.
What are your emotional issues?
Saying how I feel because it's always snapped back on me in my past.
What?
You guessed it. You was right.
What'd I say?
We talk about she has some kind of thing that it prevents her from putting a label. That's what it is. You was right. There's something out there that prevents her from putting a label. You called it.
I said that, but
Yeah, it was clear.
sometimes people make up excuses like this because they're just not that into the other person that they're across.
Fair, but anyways. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. Because here's what I'm gathering, okay? She acknowledges that he likes her more, okay?
No, that's not what he said.
No, that's what she just said. Who likes who more?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so peep game.
Fair, that's
Peep
not what I
game
heard.
where this is matters.
She
She says she can't express
yeah.
herself. That has nothing to do with how strongly you feel about the other
I can
person,
see.
okay?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I thought it was the opposite.
so even if she did express herself, she doesn't like him as much as he likes her, which, again, is not inherently wrong. I'm not mad at that. But you have to understand, it's like, it also manifests even in the sex, where it's like, he's willing to give more than she's willing to reciprocate. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then even him, he's like, I want to be with you. I don't want to be with you.
Yeah.
You like me more. So there's like
Yeah,
a pair where clearly he's way more invested than she is in that regard.
Yeah.
Right? So there's an interesting thing there. And look, maybe it is something past. Who knows? Maybe it's something else. Who knows? I'm not going to tell you. But oftentimes people mask a lot of their disinterest or their lack of interest in a specific person in past issues. When really the truth is, you're not really that into the other person. At least not as much as to want to be in a relationship with them. But
Have you been screwed over in the past? Is that why?
A lot of times. So there's a trust thing.
What would happen if we got pregnant? You're not keeping the baby?
Do you guys have kids?
I got a kid. She told me that she'd never get with somebody with a kid either.
pause. You see what I'm saying?
You're good.
You see what I'm saying?
You're good.
Right?
You're good.
People mask it on a lot of stuff. Listen, if you're with somebody, listen, and I've had this happen before where the individual across from you is constantly telling you indirectly they don't want to be with you.
But it's kind of you
Right?
don't want
They
it.
don't say, I don't want to be with you. They'll be like, I wouldn't be with somebody who's been single for more than 5 years. You were been single for more than 5 years. Or they might say something like, I don't want to be with anybody who doesn't constantly want to travel. You're much more of a homebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll find ways, and they know that you're a homebody, and they'll still say that. It's like, just say you don't want to be with
You know what it is?
What?
You're convenient, dude.
Para la fin de la journée.
You're convenient for now.
Yeah.
But you're not it. You're not that guy.
Yes.
You're not that guy.
That happens sometimes, and it's okay.
It's cool, but I'm just saying that's what I see.
Is one of the reasons why you don't want to commit to me is because I have a kid?
No. I want to at least start my career, be financially stable before I bring another life into this world.
Maybe I missed something. He said, you don't want to be with me because of my kid? No. I want to be a stable relationship, a stable point in my life before I bring a kid. That has nothing to do with his question. No. Non sequitur.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
non sequitur.
politician shit.
Yeah. But, hey.
Why am I not good enough for you?
It's just the stability in general that I want. And that's my answer.
I mean, like, for being stable and stuff, like, mind you, like, you know, like, I have done stuff in my life to make my life a lot tougher for me. Why continue to mess with me if you don't see stability coming or...
But that's why I'm still here, because I see that you're working on it. Also, it's not even just you. It's me, because I want to be the best I can be for you. And
But if I
having
think
said
you're already
that-
best for me?
But I don't think that.
But then that's that
I
bullshit.
want-
Like, what is that? If I think that you're good enough for me and that's okay, then that's bullshit.
Because it's just how I feel.
That's such a lame answer.
There is something unappealing and off-putting when you express that you're not interested in being with someone for whatever reason, and they're like, why don't you want to be with me? You should want to be with me. It's fucking bullshit. It's like, the person doesn't want to be with you more because you've said that. Now, maybe you enjoyed it because you got it off your chest and you said how you express yourself, but in terms of turning the situation around, this is the last way to do it.
Yeah. Take your L.
Yeah, man. She's not that into you, bro.
Take your L.
I don't know how else to say it to you.
You're convenient.
Maybe you'll realize that sooner or later, but yeah, that's wild.
It's fine, but it is what it is.
Yeah, that's he's been taking an L this whole fucking video. And some people are like, oh, they would make such a cute couple. He really likes her. Doesn't matter. No. She's not feeling the same way, clearly.
It's not working. It's a one-way street.
I would never be with a girl who's under 5'7". Girls like 5'2". It's like, bro, you want to tell somebody you're not into them. You found a lot of indirect ways to do so.
How do you see this ending?
With you leaving.
Really?
I'm spilling all my emotions that I've had, like, trapped up, and I'm trying to give it to you, and it's like, damn, like, I feel like that's not enough. And it sucks sometimes, because, like, I want it to be enough, and I want to be with you, but you just make it tough. But I haven't given up, though, so you feel me? Like, you always told me people give up in your life, and, I haven't given up.
It's being worked on, and it's getting much closer. This was a sponsored piece for...
That was a very generic answer, but yeah, it's okay.
Hey, man. Keep fighting, brother, I guess, if you really want to. And I think that was a cute thing. Oh, man, people have given up on you, so I'm not going to give up on you. And I think that's that kind of like movie thing where the guy keeps chasing the woman, keeps chasing, and eventually she turns it around. But what they don't show you often in real life and what actually happens is that the more you go after, the more aggressive, and the more you keep pushing, the more repulsed the person comes by you.
It's like, and they actually go back to you when you stop chasing. They go to you when you stop chasing.
Mind you.
When you chase, you chase, you chase, you chase.
Did you notice the only time that she indicated any kind of serious interest in him? When he said, I might sleep with other people. She's like, you know what? I'd probably feel jealous. That's the only time. That's the only time I had any indication that this girl really wants that kind of attachment.
That's the only time. But then again, if you stop chasing, bruv, that's crazy.
Yeah,
And that's not really, like, people are going to take, it's a mind game or whatever, whatnot. I believe it's just how the human body is. And sometimes when you lack interest and you're just like, you know what, you turn me the fuck off now. And you back off, that's where people usually come back around and be like, yeah, but because there's that thing that's missing. People taking you for granted. You know what they say? People, you often realize what you had when it's gone. So that's pretty much it. That's when it's gone, you start missing you.
Yep.
Those little things that were there in your life are not there. The calls, the back rub, the booty rubs, the feet rubs and all that, and the time you had together. You take that shit for granted. When the motherfucker's fed up, when a woman's fed up, when the motherfucker's fed up and leave, then you start realizing that, and then you start coming back. Yeah, it's true. She did just really, I'd be jealous. Girl, wow.
Maybe I'm sensitive to it because I'm used to seeing the little signs before someone's like trying to leave or someone's not interested. And I'm okay with that. I'm like, oh, I see what's going on. And it's cool.
Yeah.
I've had people try to gaslight me. No, I'm not losing interest. A week or two later, we should stop seeing each other. But I knew what was coming. You feel what I'm saying?
You think it's because you face rejection a lot? So now you know the signs because you've been watching this, like Ace of Base?
Yeah.
You saw the sign?
Me personally, I feel like people are not that difficult to read.
Okay.
This has been my experience. It's very rare that I'm like, what? That's how you feel? It's like, I think if women are really interested in you, they have very overt ways of showing it.
Yeah.
If they're not interested, they also have very overt ways of showing it. And sometimes it happens in the little subtle things, but it's still fairly clear in my experience. It's hard to hide that stuff, at least for me.
That's interesting.
So I've always kind of felt it when there's like a bit of that imbalance and the other person's not into me at all or whatever. And like when that happens, I'm like, cool, I could feel it. So what I would say is don't waste your time. If you're that person in that situation, don't waste your time because it is a waste of time. You think you're fighting, you're doing something noble, you're going to be the one that sweeps them off their feet. But the truth is they're never going to look at you like that dude because you're so desperate for them. And for most people, that's just not hot.
That's not hot. You're not that guy.
They don't try to meet you halfway when you spill your guts to them. If they don't really like reciprocate at all, like, bruh. And he feels it. He knows she's not reciprocating.
He knows. And he's getting more and more frustrated.
Yeah.
So at some point, whatever. I get it.
Hey, guys, take on labels. Okay? Understand what it is that you're doing. People want to do all the things that boyfriend and girlfriends do, but then they don't want to be boyfriend and girlfriend. It's like, just do it. Be in that committed relationship. You guys are already doing it. We're not sleeping with anybody else. We're going out on dates. We're spending time together. We're getting to know each other. But we're not. It's like, okay, hey man, y'all do whatever y'all want to do. But I think this avoiding of labels is I think people try to keep one foot out the door so that they have plausible deniability. Be like, well, listen, if I don't leave, it's fine because we didn't really commit. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're ready to quit at any point. That's what it feels like, anyways, from my perspective. So maybe you disagree. What do you think?
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree with her stance or disagree? Maybe you don't like her stance on labels. We want